everybody, welcome back to another Infinity Shadow 20 video. Okay, I'm gonna keep this as quick as possible. So you're here to find out how to make the Minecraft thumbnail, sort of like the one that you just saw at the beginning of this video. Well, on this video, like, you know what I mean. Anyways, I'm gonna take you through step by step how to make a thumbnail like that. But before then, just want to let you guys know that I am not a professional at this in any kind of way. I am still practicing, you know, how to make thumbnails myself. And yeah, with that said, you're only going to need a very few things. So number one, you're going to need some sort of photo editor. In this case, I will be using one online that's called Photo-P. I'll leave a link to that in the description below. And then the next, you're going to need Replay Mod. Now, Replay Mod's pretty easy to install. If you don't know how to do it, then like there are like a ton of tutorials online for, you know, how to install that. But you will need Replay Mod, and that's pretty much all you would need. Everything else, you know, you would already have that. But as you can see in the background, I'm in an ancient city. And this is exactly what I'm going to use for this tutorial's video. It's just an example. It's, you know, there's no, you know, reason to have a thumbnail like this. But anyhow, let's get started. So all you got to do is, let's say you want to have your character looking at something such as this portal thing back here, right? Well, all you're gonna do is stand here, hit escape, and then start recording. You're only gonna need to record for a few seconds. So, you know, just do what you need to do, you know, while recording. This should be plenty long enough now, but I'm just gonna keep going for a few more seconds, just to make sure that it's long enough and whatnot. After you've done what you need to with Replay Mod, then you can just go ahead and delete it if you want. That's completely up to you, because it's not really that important anymore once you've gotten what you need from the Replay Mod. Alright, now I'm gonna stop recording here. I'm gonna go save and quit to title. Now up here it's gonna save the file, you know, it's gonna do whatever it needs to do. I'm gonna click done. I'm gonna go into the replay viewer. In this case, yeah, this is just another test one that I've done, but in this case you're gonna want to click on your Replay Mod viewer thing. I'm sorry, I'm just doing this all in one go, okay? I'm not, you know, I'm not a professional at this. But anyways, you're gonna want to load that up, and as soon as you do, you're gonna want to hit escape so that it pauses it. Actually, you're gonna need to play it a little bit more just so it actually loads up. Or you're gonna need to go down. What happened to this? Okay. Alright, let's do that again. So, we're gonna hit record, right? I'm just gonna let it do its thing. Yeah, let's just move around a bit. Okay, I'm gonna do that. Alright, that's good. Stop recording, save and quit. I'm gonna do that. And that. And then we're gonna load this one up. Aha, there we go. So if it doesn't work the first time, just, you know, move your character around a little bit, and then once you've loaded up the new one, it should be all good. And don't worry about your name tag here. There's a setting for that. But as right now, you just gotta position your Replay Mod viewer wherever you want. In this case, I think this might do just as good. Alright, so once you positioned it to wherever you want, then all you gotta do is hit F2 on your keyboard, which will take a screenshot and pull up all these settings. Now you're gonna wanna disable this. It'll have this enabled by default. Just gonna disable it like that so it doesn't render your name tag. And then everything else should be okay. You know, no need to bother with changing this or anything like that. Then you're gonna want to just hit take screenshot. Now it's gonna, you know, take a screenshot of that without your name tag, and you're gonna want to click show file on disk. which will pull up where your screenshot is saved. In this case, it's on my it's on my computer right here. I've got it. But anyways, next you're gonna want to come over to. So now, once you're here and you've opened up your photo editor and whatnot, all you gotta do is drag your screenshotted image from your replay mod just into the viewer, well, into the photo editor thing. Let go, and bam, it's already there. But now, here's the fun part. What you're gonna do is come over to the right side here, right click it, and duplicate the layer. Right, once you've duplicated it, then you're gonna go over to here, where it says the lasso tool, if you have it there. You're gonna want to select polygonal. You're gonna want to select this one, because with this one, you're gonna need it so that you can cut out your character. So in this case, if we just hit Control and then hit the plus button just a couple of times, and then we're gonna hit the grab tool right here. Alright, go back into the lasso tool. You're gonna wanna go as close as you can to the character. Now I'm not gonna do this perfectly or anything like that, just because it's this is just an example. It's not anything that's it doesn't have to be perfect, because we are going to add a stroke sort of thing to it later. So there's this. I am going to just quickly connect it up like this. Right, so now your character is selected, as you can see by the dotted line all around it. Now what you're going to do is you don't want to delete this yet, because if you press delete like this and you got to rasterize it for whatever reason, right? Then you're going to want to hit delete again. And that, as you can see right here, if we get rid of this, it's going to get rid of your character, which is you don't want. So you want to hit Control Z. And now, there we go. As you can see, your character is back here. So if we do that, your character is still going to be there. Now you want to go up into select here. You want to go inverse, or Shift Control L, or Shift Control I. Right, that's just reversed it. So now your character isn't selected. If I can zoom out, see, it'll cut out everything else because that's selected. Your character will be left alone there. Don't move your character, because otherwise that will just ruin the screenshot. But anyways, once you've done that, let me just move this. There we go. Now you can see that. Okay, now what you're gonna do is you're gonna hit delete. So now your character is alone, dark, in there, like that. Anyways, let's go and enable that again. So that is the background image. I'm gonna see if I can rename it, maybe? Nope. Okay, I don't think I can rename it. Anyways, yeah, so your first layer here is the background. Your second layer here is your character. Now I'm gonna go ahead and deselect everything so that you don't have to see this dotted line all around it. Now, it's the fun part. You're gonna have to brighten up everything because, well, it's kind of dark in the ancient city, and you kind of want your thumbnail to be bright enough so that the viewer can see what you're looking at or anything like that in the thumbnail. So you're gonna go into blending options. First, I'm gonna add a stroke to the character. So I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna make this white first because black just doesn't really fit it well. As you can see, like, there's a white one there. I'm gonna make this 5 pixels. You can make it whatever size you want, but I think 5 would just be enough because you can still see your character right there. Now, I'm gonna go for inner glow. And this will hopefully just brighten it up a little. I'm not 100% sure what to do. I just experiment around with all these kind of effects and whatnot. So now I'm just going to, not do that. Maybe it's not that. Color overlay. Ugh. Okay, maybe not that one. Outer glow. Okay, that actually looks a little better. You can see here, all around the outside of the character, that there's like a little glow every time I do this. So that, all these settings are completely up to you. You can take it however long you want with these. These are just something that, you know, that I just mess around with. But it's all basically just effects and whatnot at this point. So, you know, you can go to town, do whatever you want with your thumbnail. Then you can add like some sort of text. In this case, I just got to hit the T tool and then, you know, type out whatever. And that should be your thumbnail done. So let me just quickly cut back to you when I've finally done what I need to with all these effects and whatnot, and I will see you guys in a split second. Okay, alright, so I have done, well, just at least a little bit of work. As you can see, like I've kind of brightened up the both the layers here, the player one, this guy, and the background, which is here. And how I did that was I went and let's say I'll show you how I did it to my character here. So I selected the layer. We go up to image, adjustments, and then brightness and contrast, and I just kind of adjusted the brightness and the contrast. And so that's kind of what I did there. And these are all the kind of other effects that I used. The ones with the, I guess you can see the highlighted eye symbol things are the ones that I used. So if we go into here, blending options, we got stroke and outer glow. Just like that. Stroke and outer glow are the only ones that are kind of colored, so those are the only two effects that I used. And it's the same thing with this one. In this case it's just exposure and brightness and contrast, but you can both find those in the adjustments under image. So there's brightness and contrast and exposure right there. So that's all I've done to adjust those two. And then I've just added this, which I had to kind of cut out, because there's this checkerboard sort of thing there that I didn't want, so I had to cut it out. I realized I did it wrong last time, so I kind of had to redo it. And then all I did with this one was just add a stroke effect to it, which is kind of the same thing as this one. It just helps it stand out a little bit more. So yeah, there is your thumbnail. You can just add more to it if you wanted to. Like you can add some sort of, I don't know, arrow pointing to the portal thing right here if you wanted to, or it's up to you. But all you have to do after that, once you're happy with it, you just got to go to File, Export As, and then PNG or JPG, whatever one you prefer, and that's pretty much it. So yeah, but that's how you make a thumbnail. I again am not a professional at this, so if I don't seem like I know what I'm doing, then that's probably because I don't. But anyways, thank you all for watching this video. If you guys want me to make a video like this for something else, then let me know in the comments below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace!